What is good, y'all? We back at it. Hope everybody's been doing well, man. I'm happy to be doing this again. I miss recording these videos, so trying to get a little bit better at it, but definitely got to find the time. Really got to make the time for it. But really just wanted to share some thoughts today about remaining at peace and, kind of keeping calm when there's a lot of things going on around you that's uncertain. Essentially just dealing with patience in times of uncertainty. And I'll be the first one to say I still catch myself getting impatient in time. So by no means am I like an expert or a master at this. But with that also being said, if you guys got any tips or ideas or really just thoughts to share, definitely comment below. Let me know what works for you guys, when you might have a lot of uncertainty that you're dealing with. Real honestly, it's just been a lot of things going on recently that have kind of been up in the air, in my personal life, financially, family, you name it. It's just kind of a lot of things that's out of my control that, I wish I had answers to right now today, and that I also wish I could like be on the other side of things already, right? Like even if something is gonna change or a result is gonna happen or something's gonna be done, but you just gotta wait for it to be done until you can finally take that deep breath and be like, whew, finally I got that over with. Or finally that season is, a season is past us and we can now get back to normal, right? So the first area that I've been trying to practice my patience in is in areas where you're uncertain yet if the outcome is gonna be good or bad. So essentially with that, it's like you're waiting on test results for something, and it could be good results, could be bad results. Something that has pretty much really helped me is not even thinking about the bad results. Like, why even have that kind of cross your mind or be something that kind of creates stress, anxiety, or worry in your life if it's a 50-50 chance? And I know sometimes it's not exactly 50-50 split, like things might be leaning more towards one way than the other. But at the end of the day, hey, if there's a chance for it to be good and not bad, let's just hope it's gonna be the good one. And it's definitely easier said than done. And personally, I still catch myself going down those thoughts and those rabbit holes of like you sit down and all of a sudden your mind just starts racing up like, oh man, it really could be this bad, like this could go on, which would happen, and then it would result in this as being like the next step after that, because it's if that goes wrong and then this goes wrong, then that means we're gonna have to do this and this, and it's just kind of like this never ending worry. I even got worried just like talking like that, for real. My shoulders all creeped up. It's just natural, to be honest. Like that's kind of how my natural reaction has been to a lot of things. But then it's like when the result comes back good and you find out, wow, things are gonna be okay for whatever the situation may be, financially, health wise, you name it. Like if you're about to get approved for the loan, denied for the loan, approved for the house, denied for the house, the car, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like if you end up getting approved, you spend all that time worrying about getting denied or having these test results come back that it's gonna be like worst case scenario. And now you spent all those hours thinking about it, worrying about it, losing sleep at night. And I was like, wait, we actually got the results we wanted. You know what I mean? So focus on the good results, focus on the positive outcome until that negative outcome comes. Once it does, if it does, that's when you can kind of deal with it, take things practically one step at a time, and you got to set certain things up and get things in line if that negative result is to happen, right? You got to plan ahead and be smart, but be realistic about it and don't let your mind just throw you into that whole downward spiral of thinking about all the ins and outs, every little thing that could go wrong. If that goes wrong, then this goes wrong, and that goes wrong, and it just goes on and on and on. So that's number one. And then really the second part for me is essentially just enjoying the process of the in-between. My mind first goes to like financial situations. So my financial situation has kind of been up in the air recently. I've had a few different, job changes, things like that. But of course, I know one day it's going to be back to stable. It's about to be even better than it was before. I know that's coming. Would I rather have it today and right now? Of course. Of course. I mean, for real, for real. No, I'm just playing. But I know once I get there, it's also going to come with a lot more responsibilities, a lot different things that I'll have to be spending my time on, spending my energy and my mind power on, on a day-to-day basis. Things that I don't even worry about now or don't stress about now. So even though I'm not necessarily where I want to be or where I know I will be at one day, I also just want to kind of enjoy the season as like a period where I'll always be able to look back on it and say, wow, like I didn't lose my cool. I didn't do anything crazy. I didn't panic. I didn't trip over anything small. I just stayed patient, knew my time was coming. And then when it does come, I'll be able to kind of look back at that season and say, I actually enjoyed it when I was there. You know, I wasn't just so focused on, man, this is trash God. Like, what you've been doing? Why don't you bless me right now? I've been praying. I've been, you know, like focusing on all the stuff that I think I should have right now, instead of knowing that it's just not really my time yet. That time will come, and I just got to enjoy the season while it lasts. But that's 100% where the patience comes in, because to be honest with you, it's like I don't know if it's gonna be a couple more weeks, a couple more months, or years, honestly, until God blesses me with the will that He has for my life, and that I know He has passed on to me. And my hope is for you, if you're in the same boat, like if you feel like you're just on the brink, like something bigger is on the horizon for you. You're trying to level up, you're working hard for it. Just stay the course, you know, stay the course. Enjoy what this season is teaching you right now, about being humble, about having to work maybe a little bit harder. My boy cruising. Yeah, you might have to be working a little bit harder right now. You might have to go above and beyond. You might have to, you know, be under some authority and some real management and guidance, and you want to be self-employed, you want to be your own boss, you know, all this kind of stuff. And if that's really what God called for you, it's gonna happen. You just might have to learn some things right now in this season before you get to that stage. So I just hope through me sharing that, you know, you guys are able to take something away, kind of keep your head up, and keep some faith, keep some patience in times of uncertainty, and when a lot is up in the air, knowing that times of clarity will come. We just got to enjoy these seasons that we're in while we're in them to get the most out of them. You know, if you just are so focused on what's next and all the worst case scenarios of each thing in your life that's kind of up in the air, you know, you might miss out on some really, really good life lessons that you can bring with you when you do start making it to those times of clarity. When you get the results, good or bad, when you take that next step, or if you have to take a step back to then take 2 steps forward, you know, whatever the situation may be, take the most out of it today and in this season that you can, so that you're the strongest and best version of yourself when you do level up and make it to that next season in life. Again, thank y'all for tapping in. Hope you guys enjoyed. Appreciate y'all. And until the next time, be easy. Peace.